Nothing really was worth the humiliation I suffered when I was attacked in the assembly, on the floor of the Legislative Assembly on March 25th, 1989, in the presence of the Chief Minister, Mr. Karunanidhi, with both his wives watching from the VIP boxes. All his MLAs and ministers physically assaulted me. They grabbed anything they could lay their hands upon. Chairs, mics, a heavy brass bell on the speaker's table. If they had succeeded in banging it on my head, I wouldn't be alive today. My MLAs saved me that day. And one of them even tried to pull at my sari. They pulled at my hair. In fact, they tore out some of my hair. They threw chappals at me. They threw big bundles of papers, heavy books at me. That day, I left the assembly in tears, but I was also angry. I made a vow that day. I said, I will never set foot in this assembly again as long as this man continues to be the Chief Minister. And when I do enter this assembly again, I will enter as Chief Minister. And I fulfilled my vow within 2 years. I did it.
First and foremost, I don't think it happens in most civilized countries.
I've never read any news reports of such a shameful incident happening anywhere else. I don't think this has happened to any other woman in politics. That was a bad experience. And then my being sent to jail. That was, I think, the worst moment of my life. When I look back at all the highs and lows in my life, I think that was the lowest point. Among all the prisons in Tamil Nadu, the Madras Central Prison is the worst. It's the most unhygienic, dirtiest prison imaginable. And the place where I was kept, where I was confined, was a condemned building. It was used as the women's wing earlier for women prisoners. And then it was declared to be unsafe. So most of the prisoners were moved out to another prison. This was reopened in my honor. You must have seen some of these old English movies where they show medieval dungeons. It was exactly like that. A dark dungeon. It hadn't been swept or cleaned for years probably. There were cobwebs hanging everywhere, growth of fungus everywhere, and all kinds of vermin crawling all over the place. You could have conducted a zoology class there. Every conceivable type of insect and rodent was there. There were big rats, sewer rats, bandicoots, and there were swarms of mosquitoes all over the place. And there was nothing in the cell. No furniture. I had to sit and lie on the bare floor. And there was not even a square inch of even space on that floor. It was full of pits and holes with vermin crawling out of each hole. It was the filthiest, most dismal place imaginable. And our Madras Central Prison is situated bang on the banks of the Coombe River, which is nothing but an open sewer. It was stinking to high hell. I stayed there for a month. That steeled me, and now I think I'm quite proud of that experience, because they had spies all around me. Every day the Chief Minister and his minister used to ring up to the jail superintendent and used to ask for reports about me. Is she crying? Is she upset?
Didn't cry?
I didn't cry, not even. I didn't shed a single tear. I steeled myself. And the moment I was made to step inside the police van, I said, now I'm going to bear whatever comes with fortitude. I was absolutely calm, absolutely dignified. Normally I'm a very hot-tempered, short-tempered person. I didn't throw any tantrums. They were asking all these questions. Is she crying? Is she upset?
They wanted to break your spirit.
They wanted to break my spirit, but they didn't succeed.